So how y'all doing? This is welcome to Three Count Commentaries. This is your host MagMongoSlade. So WWE is banning words again. But this time they're banning specific words and phrases and things like that in promotional materials. This is from Heal by Nature, but they collected it from Fightful Select. So it says WWE distributed to some promotional partners ahead of WrestleMania 36. The documented includes specific words and phrases not to be used, as well as being, quote, sensitive of the language used and how it may be interpreted by dirt sheets. Okay, so some of these words, we're going to read them all, of course. We're going to go through it, and but the purpose is going to be to watch how you use language because of how it could be interpreted by dirt sheets. I do know that there are dirt sheets that do stuff like this all the time. I mean, pretty much anything a wrestler says is used in a dirt sheet. Some guy, random tweets, like Buddy Murphy made a random tweet. I think it was like a bullshit tweet about why he went back to being a heel. And he basically was shooting his own angle. And he was told to take it down because he was shooting his own angle and it wasn't approved by the company. Because I guess they wanted, maybe since they're not using them, I don't see why that matters, but whatever. So let's see here. Some of the notes from the guideline include: do not reply to fans in the comments. That seems like a smart one. Don't speculate on rumors or future storylines. That also seems like a good one. Always present WWE and talent in a positive light. Well, if you're a promotional partner, that should be what you want to do. Sports entertainment and superstars were preferred over terms wrestling and wrestlers. Well, we already know how that goes. We know Vince hates his wrestling and wrestlers. Do not use messaging that enables or encourages fans to speak negatively about the product. See, now that's vague. Okay, that's so vague and weird. Because it doesn't take that much to speak to get people to talk about negatively about the product. Mainly, if you're a promotional partner, the moment you say anything about WWE, it's going to be people who can flip that into a negative. And that's just kind of how it is. And for the record, people should realize that these kinds of things, I probably should have said this earlier, but since we're still pretty early in the video, I guess it's okay. This stuff is not uncommon. Okay, when you work in corporate, a lot of people have never worked in jobs where they push paper, and that stuff is very PR heavy. Where they say, well, we don't like saying this, we prefer to say this. Having worked in, and sometimes when you go work with people, you have to say certain things a certain way for legal reasons. Right? You may have to say a certain thing a certain way for legal reasons. You may have to say a certain thing a certain way for some other reasons. But it's not just a matter of whim, where it's like, I don't like this word. In the sense of sports entertainment over wrestling and wrestlers, that might be a personal whim. That Vince is like his branding. And he created sports entertainment. He wants to run with it. But telling people not to speculate on rumors or future storylines, that's common sense. You probably don't want to do that, especially if you're a promotional partner. You definitely shouldn't reply to people in the comments that only make things worse. But saying that do not use messaging that enables or encourages fans to speak negatively about the product. If you tweet about it, post anything about it, you're going to get some negativity. That just cannot be... it just can't be helped. It just can't be helped. Now, I do understand that some people may say, well, you're exercising a lot of authority here. It's like, well, yeah, if you're a promotional partner, that means you're being paid. So if you're being paid to promote, then promote the way they want you to promote. So this is, it's not like they're telling people they're not paying to do stuff. All right, so what is the list of words? Belt. Babyface. Babyface is an inside term. I 100% agree with that. Insider terms, I'm always going to be down for you not using those. I hate when people use insider terms on promotional materials and stuff like that. Belt, we already know how Vince feels about belt. Blood, that's an awkward one. Card, what are they supposed to say in terms of blood? Card, I don't know what you could say. What would be a replacement for card? Lineup, see, choke, curb stomp, diva, well, DQ, headshot, heel, another insider term, house show, another insider term, kayfabe, another insider term, kill, mofos, murder. All right, kill. That's probably a PG thing right there. Choke, kill, mofos, murder. Those are probably PG terms. Well, anti-PG terms, I should say. So things that are like violence and stuff like that. So it seems from those lists, I'm gonna finish the list. I am. Needs a push, that's another insider term. Spinal injuries, strangle, that's violence. Strap, that's just probably a Vinceism. The anti-diva, that goes into the same camp as diva, which is basically something they banned when they got rid of the divas division. To be over, that's another insider term. Jobber, that's another insider term. Trauma, victim, violence, violent, wife beater, wrestling, wrestlers, WWF. Okay, so WWF is obvious why they wouldn't want you to use that because the lawsuits. Wrestling, wrestlers, we've already explained this. That's a Vinceism. He prefers sports entertainment. Wife beater. I don't think why you would need to ever talk about wife beaters in terms of WWE promotional materials. Violence, violent. That's corporate shit right there. See, that's what a lot of this stuff is. A lot of this stuff is corporate jargon, man. Like you're not allowed to say victim or trauma because it's probably that PG shit. But most of the stuff is not anything that is major in terms of changing the way you speak about wrestling. Like you don't need to really use any of these words, But I don't understand without knowing the promotional partners involved and how they speak or how they promote or whatever. It's hard to say, but I don't see how this doesn't seem very limiting as far as what I'm looking at. It's a lot of insider shit you shouldn't be using anyway, and it's a lot of corporate BS. Like you can't use diva. I mean, that's bullshit right there. But I mean, nothing is too bad. So this is the second list of banned words. It said in 2008 there was a banned list of words. This is old, and a lot of that stuff was probably, I don't know if any of this is. I don't know if any of this. Some of this stuff is not even relevant today. Belt, strap, that still exists. The business, our industry, they do still use industry. Feud, but I think that they have used feud. Performance, performer, choreograph. I've heard Michael Cole use performance and performer before. House show, that's an insider term. Backstage, I've heard backstage 100 times. Pro wrestling, pro wrestler, superstar, use superstar or athlete in return. Yes, we already know about that. International, don't use international, use global. Oh, they use international all the time now. Shot, no title shots. I don't think they've gone back on that. I know they started forcing the word opportunity in there. I want my championship opportunity. That's real cringe. Acrobatics, interesting. That's my favorite word. DQ, I guess you want to say the full word, disqualification. Talent, use superstar. Don't use the word talent. Use superstar, diva. Okay. Me or I, Vince says pronouns, pal. Inside terms, so good. Babyface, heel, mark, blown up, shoot. Okay. U.S. use United States. Yep, he don't want you to use want you to say the whole word. So instead of saying U.S. title, say United States title. Fans, when possible, refer to the audience as you. In situations, ID them. Raw fans, our fans, not just fans. Zenus fans, etc. Hospital, use medical center. Faction, use group. I don't see why you use faction anyway. Faction is an old term. Please use now available instead of on sale. Tickets now available, tickets on sale now. I'm pretty sure I just saw tickets on sale now. We never use the term the title is on the line. Please use more creative terms like the title would be defended. Okay. I don't know who this was to either. So in 2018, another production document was leaked ahead of Survivor Series. This sheet included several words not to be said on television. Belt, we already know. Feud, strap, kill, hate, stupid. Hell, ass, violence, fake, revenge, number one contender, in the back, national television, DQ, spot, and girls. Now, I apparently looking at this list obviously is not additive because a lot of these words are the same. Like belt is on all of these lists. Like Vince hates the word belt. It's on all of these lists. Kill, hate falls into the same category as anti-PC, anti-PG stuff. Violence, fake, number one contender is probably a Vinceism. National television, I don't know why you would say that. I guess because they have a global audience. So why would you say national television? DQ, same thing. Kind of just say the word disqualification. Spot, that's an insider term. And girls, which I guess you don't have any girls on the roster. You have women on the roster. So, but ass is a real word for the be there because they say ass everywhere. And they say ass all the time. Stupid. That sounds like one of those WCW things where you had standards and practices. But now the WWE has Peacock, they got standards and practices. So some of this is, obviously people are going to flip their lid about it and talk about, oh no, I can't believe they're doing this. It's like, if people are talking about your product and, this is public relations, you should want more control over how they talk about your product. So, then if they're promoting it, then yeah, you should probably have a little bit more control over how they promote the product and the language that is best used in the product. And this is all corporate jargon and bullshit anyway. I'm pretty sure Vince uses all of these fucking terms. He just doesn't use them all on television because he's not on TV. But it's also, I guess, supposed to, expand your vocabulary too. That's another reason why I heard when I was perusing through offices and seeing that people would try their best to force themselves into corporate speak. It would be a way of, forcing people to expand their vocabulary. So you can't say, oh, he won a title shot. It's got to be, it sounds more professional for you to say he won a championship opportunity. That sounds a little bit more, it's the same thing, technically, but it sounds more professional. It sounds more official, but would anybody notice if you didn't say it? No. I think that if you said, like, this guy just won a title shot at WrestleMania, I don't think anybody that seems far more natural, but that's how we talk. But it might just be they don't want people talking about shooting, but I also have heard people say shot on TV, I got you're butting into my, I got a title shot, but sometimes they change these goddamn terms, man. I don't know nothing about it, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel. Use the hashtag 3ConCommentary to support the channel. Please go to the link tree or go to one of the links in the description to donate to the channel. You can either do so via Subscribestar or through Cash App, whichever one is best for you. Thank you guys for your time. I salute thee, and I'll talk to you guys later.